Fairbanks is the largest city in the interior of Alaska, 200 miles from Arctic Circle. It was settled as a gold rush town in 1903 when gold was discovered in north of Fairbanks. By 1906, $9 million worth of gold was pulled out of the ground every year. A sophisticated town was quickly springing up with salons, churches, hotels, restaurants, schools, and a regulated red light district. These sites are still visible today in downtown Fairbanks. Soon, this burgeoning outpost on the vast Arctic wilderness had electricity, telephone, telegraph, and a mail service. By 1909, 4,000 people called it home. Today, its economy is sustained by government and commerce, oil, and a strong military presence and tourism. It serves as a transportation and service center for Alaska, with highways leading in and out of Fairbanks. We stayed in River Edge Resort, an attractive cottage-style lodging by Chena River in Fairbanks. Its lobby walls were decorated with displays of historical facts about Fairbanks and Alaska, which I found most intriguing. Today, I'm in Fairbanks. Fairbanks is the northernmost city in the United States, the third largest city of Alaska. It's located in the interior of Alaska, 200 miles from Denali National Park. Fairbanks is home to the University of Alaska, a learning and a research center. This is the Museum of the North on the campus of the university. The museum has the largest collection of history and culture about Alaska. Universities always have a special place in my heart. University atmosphere is reminiscent of a period of my life filled with idealism and naivety. University of Alaska was first opened in 1922 in Fairbanks with only 6 students in its original name, Alaska Agricultural College and the School of Mines. Today, it is a fully accredited university offering a full range of academic studies. The university is worldwide renowned for its specialties in agriculture, forestry, energy, geology, and marine science. Its campus hosts the Museum of the North, a world-class museum dedicated to preserving Alaska's history and culture. I came to notice its strikingly sophisticated and beautiful architectural style, which was a composition of 4 abstract forms: angled, curved, tipped, and cantilevered. These forms reflect the lines and shapes found in Alaska's coastlines, mountains, and glaciers. Its collections include more than 2.2 million artifacts and specimens. They chronicle hundreds of millions of years of biological diversity and thousands of years of cultural traditions in the North. Many of these objects are rare and unique. They represent all aspects of regional natural history. Such collections, often accumulated over decades, are a vital resource for research and are crucial to the understanding of past and future change.
Wow! Big. Yeah, can you see this?
Yeah, wow.
Wow!
See, that's the thing about searching up
Let's
on
stop here. Wow!
Want to take selfies with the water?
No. Oh my God. Okay.
Why is the camera bugging out?
Oh, look at this lady. She's so excited. Look at her. She's...
We are on our way to Valdez. We're about 20 miles away and just came across this absolutely beautiful waterfall. I don't know the name of this waterfall, but I'm going to find out tomorrow. Look at this. The history of Alaska is shaped by a series of dramatic events. Among them, the Alaska Gold Rush in early 20th century is the trigger of Alaska's economic development in modern times. It brought a series of road constructions across the state. Richardson Highway is a 368-mile highway connecting Fairbanks and Valdez. It began as a trail which was built by the U.S. Army in 1903 for the huge influx of people who tried to find a way to the gold fields in Fairbanks. The construction was headed by the U.S. Army General Wiles Richardson, for whom the highway was later named. The popularity of automobiles in 1920s led the road to be upgraded to the automobile standards. In 1993, the Richardson Highway was one of the 13 Alaska's highways which were designated National Scenic Byway for their cultural, historic, and aesthetic values by the U.S. federal government. The icy summits of the highest mountain range in North America gleamed gloriously on the horizon, with the peaks towering up into some vast clouds. This is the most hauntingly beautiful road scenery I've seen in my life. Range after range, peak after peak, as I was coming closer and closer, I felt rising to the brightness and the mystery of the northern heaven. The story of Alaska is a classic American tale. It was settled by the people who embarked on one of the most audacious journeys in human history and endured the harshest conditions that one can hardly imagine. They traveled thousands of miles to Alaska with unquenched desire to succeed. After a century, enormous wealth and prosperity were built upon the land which was once deemed undesirable. In an era of change, a great balance was struck and has been maintained between growth, preservation of nature, and a respect for native culture. A landscape, like human, acquires character through time and endurance. The core of a man's spirit comes from new experiences. In 2021, through my trip to Alaska, America's finest wilderness and the land of greatness, I came to understand its magnificent legacy, brilliant future, and the great land's unique sense of place. I experienced the landscape with unrivaled, mesmerizing natural beauty and a quintessential American character. It's not easy nor cheap to travel to Alaska, but if possible, it should be seen, felt, and experienced by all means necessary.